Hello and welcome to the Hellraiser Boxing YouTube channel. If you enjoyed today's blog, please hit the subscribe button. We love growing the channel and we'd like to have you on board. If you follow me on social media like Twitter or Instagram, Mickey_Helliot, you would have seen this week that my wife gave birth to our first child. Big life event, and as happens when we go through big life events, I've been beset by many of the many mysteries that follow us through life. You know, what is the meaning of life? What is the purpose of the human species being on Earth? What is it all about? How are they going to resolve the Fury, Joshua, Wilder? Will it be a trilogy? Are they going to fight each other? Will any of them drop out? Is Usyk going to gate crash the party? That's why we're doing the blog. We're going to go through it. So, firstly, I'm going to start by I'm going to say my pick of everyone so far. I think the best boxer is Usyk, but can his boxing overcome the height and reach that Fury will put on him, or Joshua? I don't know. And the thing that spices it up and makes it really interesting is that Wilder has the power to knock all of them out. I mean, we saw Fury there when he hit the deck, and I've seen a lot of people get knocked over and knocked out in boxing rings. My 30 years of involvement. When Fury hit the deck, I was like ready to get my coat and, you know, and then just suddenly he's getting up. No way. He is up. He got up at like 9.999. The referee gave him a lot of leeway, you know, time to get himself together, which I think Wilder can feel very bitter about that. And listen, if that was a 15-round fight, like they used to be, showing my age now, when I was a youngster, my money's on Fury. I mean, he got up, he won the round, and he looked like he's taking over. Fury's running away with it now. Amazing. And, okay, so that's why he would be my Fury on his day. But we never know with Fury exactly what we're going to get. But he seems motivated. And he seems dedicated, and he seems in quite a good place mentally. He seems like he does. And look, I've met him quite a few times. I actually remember him while he was still boxing in the amateurs at York Hall, and he was watching a fight with his uncle, and I could hear him talking about the fight. And I can tell you, Fury's a very, very intelligent. I know he likes to put this impression across of him being a bit of a sort of a crazy guy. And Tyson, I don't want you to come and prove to me that you are a crazy guy next time you see me, because, you know, that's not nice. But for me, he's not crazy, and he's very highly intelligent. I listened to what he was saying. I thought, wow, that's good. This guy gets a good grasp of and certainly the boxing side of it, he's got it. And I actually feel a little bit like Fury and Wilder, they've somehow managed to, without fighting the champion, steal the momentum. And Joshua's lost momentum, in my opinion, because I think people are growing in interest, and I also think we know, right, Fury and Wilder fight again. It's going to be a close fight. No one knows who's going to win. Me personally, I favour Fury, because look at I mean, Fury had a long layoff. He had a massive amount of weight to shift, which he did shift. He's overcome all those sort of, you know, mental health issues and everything else, and he's come back and performed. I thought he needed at least one, maybe two more fights. If I was managing him, I'd have said, right, Tyson, don't care, you know, what everyone wants. This is the way it's got to be done, because we need you to be 10 out of 10, or to give you the best chance possible of being 10 out of 10 on the night. And by taking the fight early, I think they diminished the chances. They reduced the chances of him being 10 out of 10. He surprised me in a good way with the way that he boxed. He didn't show ring rust. He was winning quite clearly for me most of the fight, apart from the knockdowns. People are, and I remember seeing like a meme of Joshua and Eddie Hearn in a car, and it's driving through a puddle, splashing all the water over Wilder and Fury. I honestly feel now as if it's the other way round. I got Wilder and Fury in the car, splashing the water over Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua. and it's a tricky situation because right, for me as a boxing person, the only fight that I'm really motivated outside of Fury and Wilder at heavyweight is Joshua against Usyk, and I don't really want to see that yet because I want to see Usyk have a couple of fights at heavyweight, because I think Usyk is the best boxer of all of those four. For me, Usyk is a phenomenal fighter, and I think but at heavyweight, I'm not sure that that those boxing skills will see him through against someone that's got the reach and height advantages that Tyson Fury or Joshua would have on him. And the size, you know, the fact that they're natural heavies. And I mean, Usyk's a big guy, but you know, Fury's a freak of nature. He's a big guy, very agile, very well coordinated. Can move, can box, can punch a little bit. And like I say, for me at the moment, he's the pick. And I think now momentum is shifting his way. And I think probably, or at least possibly, Eddie Hearn will be regretting taunting Shelley Finkel. Because Shelley Finkel's been in boxing a long time, and he'll know how to negotiate a deal. Don't worry about that. I mean, he will get a fair share for Wilder in a rematch with Fury, which it seems like he's not getting. And I think this is what I'd like to see. I'd like to see Fury versus Wilder. The winner of that fights Joshua, and the winner of that, I think, will have the leverage there to just say, right, well, it's either 50-50, we take 50% of all the money, or we'll just fight each other again. Because that's going to be a good fight, though, Wilder and Fury, and it probably will work as a trilogy. And if they do decide to do that, it leaves Joshua, again, him against Dillian White's not a bad fight. Him against Big Baby Miller. To be honest, I don't mind Big Baby Miller. I think that's an okay fight. But it's not the fight that I think people want to see. And I think Hearn and Joshua will both suffer because they won't get those fights. And I mean, I don't know if Wilder would have the same balls as what Fury had to go to America. I don't know if Wilder would do that to come over here. But if he did, I think Fury versus Wilder 2 fills up Wembley. I think it fills up Old Trafford. It's a massive fight. And I'm not convinced that AJ against White or AJ against Big Baby Miller. I mean, they would put it, I would imagine, in the stadium, but I just don't think it has the same appeal. To me, I mean, if Usyk has a couple of fights, comes in at heavy, and I'm sure he has the strength to do very well. It's just whether he can beat the absolute top guys, I'm not sure, because he's going to have to give away a lot of strength and size, and despite the fact that he is a big guy. So that's what I want to see. And I bet Shelley Finkel now probably sits there, and he's probably enjoying the fact that him and Frank Warren are making these fights, and Eddie's on the outside chasing after him, and all that calling him Shirley Winkle, and sort of like a PR campaign to make him sound like, you know, he's being so unreasonable. Got to remember, Eddie Hearn has come in at a very high level, meaning that most of the people he comes across, he can probably talk down to. No, I'm not saying he does. I'm saying he can. He can make jibes about Shirley, and Shelley Finkel, as his name really is, probably quite enjoying sitting there saying, "Yeah, well, we want more. Yeah, nice, but we want more now. Now we want this. And Eddie hasn't got the clout on the world level that he has in Britain. He can't just dictate. You know, he's going to have to compromise. And if he doesn't, they're going to earn less money because the others are going to fight each other. There'll be other people coming through as well. And it makes for a very exciting... My prediction, the first fight we're going to see is going to be Fury against Wilder. And hopefully the winner of that will fight Joshua. I think they will insist on a 50-50, and that's what it will have to be. And if they want to make that fight, that's what it's going to be. And I think they'll make a stack of money. I mean, I'd certainly settle for 49% of that money, but there you go. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the blog. Please subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon on the Hellraiser Boxing blog. See you then. Bye-bye.